Hey guys, I'm going to have a little bit of a theme here with this video and my next one here on the Express channel. I'm going to be talking about a couple of new things called makeup boxes that I found from Essence at my local Ulta store. And they are how to make your face wow. That's today's review. And then tomorrow you'll be seeing the one on how to make nude eyes. I got this for $9.99 and it totally reminds me packaging wise of something that maybe I've seen Benefit or Too Faced come out with, just with this box style packaging. And there are a couple of little cards that come out, and that gives you some ideas on how to use the products inside. And it actually breaks it down blonde and brunette on each card. The only difference is really the blush that they suggest you use, but I think, you know, anybody can use whichever blush they want. In a nutshell, you've got a bronzer type product, we'll call it that for now, a highlight, and two blushes here. This hot pink, which is called Think Pink, is the only matte thing in this box. This one called Peach Babe down here does have shimmer. Lots of shimmer in these two products as well. I mean lots of shimmer. Not just a pearly finish, but I can definitely see some glitter on my face when I apply these. Now, not that I fully understand what it even means to make my face wow, but it might be doing okay things for me from a distance, but when I look at myself really close up, I'm seeing my pores more visibly, I'm seeing uneven texture in my skin, fine lines. You see here on the tops of my cheeks, it's like you can see the sparkle and you can just see texture, you know, more than you want to. And I want to note that this bronzer is pretty light, and they don't even claim that it's a contour. Like when you look at the little cards, they don't advise you to use that in typically contoured areas. They want you to use it on your forehead, across your nose, and like the tops of your cheeks. So before I even used this product today, I used a more typical contouring matte, darker bronzer to do that kind of job. And then I brought this in. I used a blush brush from the Up and Up line from Target. This color called Sundate, where they advised, and I just felt like it was shimmer overload kind of from the start with that product. And then I went to Think Pink, the one matte thing in this palette, and it is very pigmented. And something interesting, with every other shade in here, if you put your brush in it and then you go to like tap off the excess, you will lose some excess in that process. But with this pink blush, it's like it all stays clinging to your brush. So if you want to lessen some of the intensity of that shade, actually dab the brush on your hand first. That's what I do to give me a little bit lighter application. But I think this particular blush is beautiful. I love the look of a hot pink blush shade kind of sheared out all over your cheeks. I think it's so fresh, and that's just, you know, the best part of this palette. And then I use my little Up and Up setting brush with the shade called Starlight, and that's your highlight. So much shimmer in this product, so much glitter in this, far more than I needed. Again, it's the kind of thing where if you're, you know, at a healthy distance away from someone, it might come off okay, but you get too close or you look at your own self too closely, it's like, oh, I didn't know all that was happening on my skin. So the one part of this kit, this pink blush, I give a major thumbs up to. Everything else, you know, I'm not too much a fan of. I know I didn't use the peach blush in this look. It's pretty enough, but again, if you're layering that alongside, you know, a shimmery bronzer and a shimmery highlight, it's just far too much. I get the sense that this is maybe being marketed to a younger crowd, but I still don't think that amount of shimmer is going to do anyone's skin a lot of favors, whether you're 15 or 50. For me personally, the thing that could have changed the game with this palette would have been to put an actual like matte contouring type bronzer in here, because then I think you're really onto something. Then you've got, you know, a couple of matte options, a couple of shimmery options, although I could have used less glitter all around with any of these shades. It's a product that at a glance I was really kind of intrigued about. I'm like, ooh, Essence is putting out some kind of palette type thing. I definitely want to try it, but unfortunately it's just not something that I would recommend. If you are interested in other face products from Essence, they do make something called Sun Club Bronzer, which is actually a really nice bronzer. It's in a pretty big pan. I have a matte shade in that, and I've enjoyed it very much. Also, the Silky Touch blushes are really pigmented and nice, and I've done a review on these as well on this channel. So thank you for watching. Definitely stay tuned for tomorrow's video when I will review the eye palette. See you guys next time. Bye.